Hello students, I am Professor Gobri MB from New Arts Commerce and Science College, Ahmednagar. From Computer Science Department, our subject is Cyber Security. Now we are dealing with the session Computer Ethics and Security and Internet Security. So first of all, we will see the 10 commandments of computer ethics. First one is, thou shalt not use computer to harm other people. Here, the meaning of thou shalt word is you should, means you should not use a computer to harm other people. You should not interfere with other people's computer work. You should not snoop around in other people's computer files. You should not use computer to steal. You should not use computer to bear false witness. You should not copy or use proprietary software for which you have not paid, that is, without permission. You should not use other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation. You should not appropriate other people's intellectual output. You should think about the social consequences of the program you are writing or the system you are designing. And last one, you should always use a computer in ways that ensures consideration and respect of other humans. Now we will see one by one commandments in detail. The first commandment is, thou shalt not use a computer to harm other people. So this commandment says that it is unethical to use computer to harm another user. It is not limited to the physical injury. Harming to another user means not limited to the physical injury, but it includes harming or corrupting other users' data or files. The commandment states that it is wrong to use a computer to steal someone's personal information. Means do not use a computer to steal any other's data. Manipulating or destroying files of another user is ethically wrong. It is unethical to write a program which on execution leads to stealing, copying, or gaining unauthorized access to users' data. So avoid to write the programs which is harmful to the other people. Being involved in practices like hacking, spamming, phishing, or cyberbullying does not conform to computer ethics. Means these different terms like hacking, spamming, phishing, cyberbullying, these activities are harmful to the computer user. Second commandment, thou should not interfere with other people's computer work. Means you should not interfere with other people's computer work. Some computer software can be used in ways that disturb other users or disturb their work. Viruses are the programs meant to harm useful computer programs or interfere with normal functioning of a computer. So there are also some malicious software that can disrupt the functioning of computer in more ways than one. It may overload computer memory through excessive consumption of computer resources, thus showing its functioning. It may cause a computer to function wrongly or even stop the working of that particular computer. Using malicious software to attack a computer is unethical. So it is the second commandment, that is, you should not interfere with the others people's computer work. Commandment number 3, you should not snoop around in other people's computer file. We know it is wrong to read someone's personal letter, so we know that it is unethical. Also, it is wrong to read someone else's email messages or files or documentation or its storage. So, obtaining a data from another person's private files is nothing less than breaking into someone's room or stealing some valuable information from others' wallet. Snooping around in another person's file or reading someone else's personal message is the invasion of his privacy. So it is not ethical to snoop around another people's computer's file. So it is the third commandment. Fourth commandment is, thou should not use the computer to steal. So we use your computer, you can use your computer to write a program, and that program can be used to steal the information from the another computer's storage. That is not ethical. So stealing a sensitive information or leaking a confidential information is as good as robbery. So it is like a robbery. It is wrong to acquire personal information of employees from employee database, or you can get a patient history from hospital database is not ethical, or other such information that is meant to be confidential must not be stolen. Similarly, breaking into a bank account to collect information about the account or account holder is also very wrong. So this commandment says that you should not use your computer to steal the information or storage of another computer user. Commandment number 5, thou shalt not use the computer to bear false witness. So the information spreading has become viral today. This also means that false news or rumors can spread speedily through a social networking sites or emails. So we know that there are different social networking sites. So the bad news or false news can spread on these different social network very fastly. Being involved in a circulation of incorrect information is unethical. Mails and pop-ups are commonly used to spread the wrong information or give a false alert with the only intent of selling product. Means here, if you are watching a website or you are watching a web browser of some particular information at that time some pop-ups are automatically comes, and that pop-ups are of the false information or the fake news or bad information. So this bad information, fake news may be spread in the social network very fastly. So the mails from untrusted sources advertising certain products or spreading some hard to believe information are not uncommon. Means here you should not use the computer to spread these false news or things. Commandment number 6, that is, you should not copy or use proprietary software for which you have not paid. That is, you have not to use the software which you have not paid or without its permission or without the owner's permission. Like any other literary work, software is also copyrighted. Means if any writer writes a theory or writes any book, then all the rights are at that writer. Means that particular document is copyrighted. Like that, a piece of code is the original work of individual who created it. That is, the piece of code or program is owned by the programmer. So it is copyrighted in his or her name. In case of developer writing software for the organization she or he works for, the organization holds the copyright for it. Means here copyright goes to that organization. So obtaining the illegal copies of copyrighted software is unethical and also encourages others to make copies illegally. So it is the illegal work and it is the unethical work to copy the software which you have not paid or without the permission of copyrighted person. Commandment number 7, you should not use other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation. So the multi-user system have user-specific passwords. So breaking into some other user's password, thus intruding his or her private space, is unethical. Means you cannot penetrate the other person's private space without permission. It is not ethical to hack password for gaining unauthorized access to the password protected computer system. So that person has given a password for the security purpose of his document. So accessing data that you are not authorized to access or gaining access to another user's computer without his or her permission is not ethical. So this is the 7th commandment, that is, you should not use other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation. Commandment number 8, you should not appropriate other people's intellectual output. So programs developed by a software developer or a software programmer are his or her property. If he is working with organization, they are the organization's property. Copying them and propagating them in one's own name is unethical. Means it is the property of that particular programmer or it is the property of that particular organization. So you cannot copy and propagate these work to your own name. That is, it is totally unethical. This applies to any work, creative work, program or design. Establishing ownership on a work which you not yours is ethically totally wrong. Commandment number 9. You should think about the social consequences of the program you are writing or the system you are designing. A computer software on release reaches millions. Means when a computer programmer writes any software, prepares any software, and that software reaches to the millions of people. So the software like video games and animations or educational softwares can have social impact on their users. So these video games, animations, educational softwares, these are made for the social purpose. Means video games are played by people, animations are watched by the people, and educational softwares are used by the students. So when working on animation films or designing video games, so for example, it is the programmer's responsibility to understand his target audience, users, and the effect it may have on them. Means here the programmer must study the effect of his program, that is effect of his video game, his animation on the target audience, means on the targeted social peoples, and he must study what is the effect of that programs on the audience. For example, a computer game for a kids should not have content that it can influence them negatively. So it is the commandment number 9, that is you should think about the social consequences of the program you are writing. And last commandment, commandment number 10, you should always use a computer in ways that ensures the consideration and respect for other humans. The communication etiquette we follow in the real world applies to the communication over computer as well. While communicating over internet, one should treat others with respect. So it is in the sense of computer, but in general you also communicate with other people with respect. One should not intrude others' private space, use abusive language, make a false statement, or pass a irresponsible remark about other is unethical. One should be courteous while communicating over the web and should respect others' time and resources. So you must respect the others while using the computer, while doing any program, or while making any software by using the computer. So these are the different 10 commandments. In next section, we will see the internet security. Why the security is important. The internet is an insecure channel for exchanging information because it features a high risk of fraud or phishing. Means here internet is also very good, but if we thought in the sense of the disadvantages, internet is also very bad. So its objectives is to determine measures against attacks over the web. There are different attacks or different unsecure tasks which are faced by the internet. Insufficient internet security can be dangerous. It can cause many dangerous situations like starting from the computer system getting infected with the viruses and the worms to the collapse of e-commerce business. Information privacy. Information privacy means the protection of personal information, and it refers to the personal data which is stored on the computer system. Information privacy is also known as the data privacy or online privacy. Some internet privacy involves the right of personal privacy and deals with the storing and displaying of personal information on the internet. There is always risk involved with the safety of personal information. That is, it is risky to share your personal information on internet. Internet privacy may be a cause of concern, especially when online purchases, visiting social network sites, participating in online games, or attending a forums. Means when you are a part of online sites, then it is very dangerous. It may be harmful about your information. Now, privacy issues can arise in response to information from a good range of sources. Now, healthcare records, then financial institution, transaction, biological traits, then residence records, location-based services. So the risk involved in internet privacy is sometimes dangerous. In the process of data transfer over the internet, if password is revealed, the victim's identity may be deceitfully used. There are some important terms about the privacy. So there are different terms. So spyware, malware, virus, worms, Trojan horse, these all are the viruses. All are the programs which affect your storage, which affect your system, which affect your personal data. Now spyware, what is the spyware? An application that obtains data without the user's consent. Means here spyware access your data without user's permission. Malware is a program or application used to illegally harm online and offline computer user. Means it can corrupt your data without your permission. Virus, it is a software which is embedded with a legitimate program and designed to harm your system. So it is hidden in your program and it can be harm, corrupt your system. Worms, it is a self-replicating program that spread across networks due to the poor security of the infected computers. Means it is one of the type of the corrupting software which replicates many times, and on a network it spreads all over network and here due to the poor security it can harm your computer system. Then Trojan horse. So it is also a program that allows the hackers to gain remote access to the target system. Means you can lose your control, lose your system's control, or your system's control will be go to the hackers with the help of this Trojan horse program. These are the some important terms which are related with the security of your data or information. Now, general steps to protect our system from risks. So we know that using internet is not safe, but while using internet you have to procure your system by using some steps. These steps are: first one, always use preventive software applications like antivirus, anti-malware, etc. Secondly, avoid exposing personal data on websites with low security levels. Number 3, avoid shopping from unreliable websites. Next, always use strong passwords consisting of letters, numerals, and special characters. Number 5, always keep your operating system updated. And number 6, always on the firewall. Now we will see in detail each of these steps. Number 1, install antivirus and anti-spyware software. Any machine connected to the internet is inherently unsafe to viruses and other threats including malware, ransomware, and Trojan attacks. Means once your machine is connected on internet, then there is a possibility of infection of virus. So an antivirus software isn't a completely foolproof option, but it can definitely help. So one of the solution is install antivirus or anti-spyware on your system, so it can prevent your system from these different viruses. So spyware is a specific type of malware that is designed to secretly infect a computer. So it then sits in the system, gathers information, and sends it to the third party. The information is typically of a sensitive nature, such as credential or a banking information. So to avoid these different harms, you have to install the antivirus and anti-spyware software on your computer system, and you can make safety your system, your storage, your credential, your information from the virus. In the spyware category, you have adware, often causing pop-ups. Now what are the adwares? So adwares are the automatic advertisement on your web page that is often causing pop-ups. So with the help of pop-ups, these advertises are flash out on your page regularly. So it is one of the type of spyware. Trojans, so posing as a harmless software, and the system monitor such as keyloggers. Now what is the keyloggers? Means it is the software which records the every keystroke of your keyboard. So it also records the keystroke and steal your information from your system. So all of which pose a pretty serious threat. So these all different softwares can cause harm to your computer system. If spyware has found on your computer, then it's possible you can remove it. There are many options for spyware removal, including many free offerings and some paid single-use tools. So there are many antivirus in the world which are very effective for removal of these different viruses from your computer system. Second general step, commit to sharing less online. So this is the best step you can take to protect your information from people trying to scam you online is to share less of it. Means here you share very less information on the internet. Do not share your personal information on the internet. So be specially careful pictures of your loved ones, then geotagged posts or any information you wouldn't want to strangers to know about. So share less on forms. So there are different forms which you tell to fill. So share less on forms, that is keep any optional information. Do not fill optional information like a middle name or phone number, etc. Create a throwaway email address. Means you do not share your regular email in any form. Email lists are often sold or recently on a dark web and can fall into unsafe hands. So here it is the most important step, that is share less on the internet. Limit collaborative folders, albums or the playlists. So just limit your different documentation. The more people who have access to your data, the more likely it will be leaked or hacked. Third step is shop safely. So internet have online shopping facility. When shopping online, you must care about the different things. So check out the website before entering your credit card number or other personal information. Read the privacy policy and look for the opportunities to opt out information sharing. If there is no privacy policy posted, beware, stop elsewhere. So it is very important that you must look for the privacy policy of that particular website. Learn how to tell when website is secure. So there are some points, that is your website is secure or not. Look for HTTPS in address bar. So it is important, that is you must see if there exists HTTPS in the address bar or an unbroken padlock icon at the bottom of browser window. So what is the unbroken padlock? So it is the image like a lock at the bottom of browser window. So you must notice these things before shopping. Number 4, use strong authentication. So it is the most important thing. Many employees share the passwords. A most cost-effective compromise is to apply a strong multi-factor authentication only to a particular sensitive application or systems such as HR or accounting. So, making use of complex password and strong methods of authentication can help keep your personal information secure. So, your password must be strong. So, there are many hackers which breaks your password and steal your information. So, be careful. Your password must be very strong. So that password must include the alphabets, capital letters, small letters, numbers, and special characters. So you must make the alternatives of all these things to make your password very strong. Number 5, keep up to date your operating system. Update your system, browser, and important apps regularly, taking the advantages of automatic updating when it is available. When the updates are available, at that time in your computer system, in your mobile, notification may be arise. And when that notification arise, then you must install these automatic updating. It is free. So these updates can eliminate software flaws that allows hackers to view your activity or steal the information. Window Update is service offered by the Microsoft. So it will download and install software updates to the Microsoft Windows operating system, Internet Explorer, Outlook Express, and will also deliver security updates to you. So patching can also be run automatically for other system. Now what is the patching? So this patching means these are the some update softwares which arise on your screen. So these patchings are also the secure one, and these are the programs which secure your data or system from the virus. So this patching can run automatically for other systems such as Macintosh operating system. So it is very important when these updates arise on your computer system or on your mobile, then you have to install it, and it is free one and it is very safe. Then next is the firewalls. A firewall is a software program or a piece of hardware that blocks hackers from entering and using your computer. Hackers search the internet the way some telemarketers automatically dial random phone numbers. They send out the pings, that is calls to the thousands of computers and wait for the response. Firewalls prevent your computer from responding to these random calls. So firewall is the best and it is the most important thing to save your data, save your system. A firewall blocks communications to and from sources to don't permit. So it is very important. Next we will see the unethical computing practices. It includes cyberbullying, phishing, hacking, spamming, and plagiarism. So we will see these one by one. Number 1 is the cyberbullying. Unethical computing practices means these are the illegal work. These different aspects makes harm your computer, makes harm to your storage. What is the cyberbullying? Now, when people bully other people by the use of electronic communication, means people can make fraud, then it can be a cyberbullying. So, electronic communication like the web, telephone, etc. It is referred to as a cyberbullying. Cyberbullying has been done by friends, classmates, relatives, or any other unknown person. So they send harmful emails to the person, creates a fake website to make fun or to make a harm to a person by distributing some fake information about the person, posting and distributing fake images of a person. So these are some common ways of cyberbullying. Due to the cyberbullying, some bullied person are affected emotionally or mentally. Even if those are fake information, the bullied person may become depressed or it may affect their day-to-day life. In the case of students or kids, it may affect their study or they may lose self-esteem. How to protect yourself from cyberbullying? First of all, not respond to the cyberbullying. Never open emails received from the unknown senders. Keep your password secret. Be careful when you are posting someone on a social site. Second, phishing. An internet hacking activity used to steal user data is called as phishing. In this activity, an email is sent to the user which misleads him or her to believe that it is from a trusted organization, but it is not from the trusted organization. After sending the mail, the attacker asks the user to visit their website, and on their website they will ask for the personal information of the user like password, credit card information, etc. So this is how hacker steals the personal information of the user. So it is the phishing, that is the unethical practice. So how to protect yourself from the phishing? Never open a link, attachment, etc. in an email that is sent by unknown person. Then never share your personal information in an email that is asked by unknown person. Always on the firewall of the computer system. Always check your bank statements regularly to ensure that no unauthorized transactions are made, and if unauthorized transactions are made in your account, then immediately report this issue to your bank. Number 3 is hacking. So hacking is an unethical activity in which highly skilled technical persons, or that person is called as hacker, enters another person's computer without the permission of a user and steals important data, projects, applications, information, secure information from the computer, or sometimes destroys the information from the system. Or hacker steals these different things, these different important data from one's computer system, and it uses or it get misuse of this information. Now, how to protect from the hacker? Never connect your system to free Wi-Fi or a free network. Always use a strong password consisting of letters, numerals, and special characters. Before installing any application in your system, always check the permission and authenticity. Always keep your operating system updated. Always use preventive software applications like antivirus, anti-malware, etc. Number 4 is spamming. What is spamming? It is unethical activity in which a bulk unwanted email is sent to you from strange or unknown source. Sometimes due to the bulk emails, your email server gets full and mail bombing activity happens. Spam mail is generally used to deliver viruses, worms, Trojan horses, malware, spyware, etc. to attack the user. Now, how to protect yourself from spamming? To prevent spam mail, install a filtering or a blocking software. In your mailbox, if you find suspicious mail, immediately delete that mail without opening that. Always keep your software updated. Never open the link that is sent by unknown person. And last one, that is the plagiarism. What is the plagiarism? So plagiarism is stealing or copying someone else's intellectual work. Now that work can be idea, can be literary work, or can be academic work, etc. So plagiarism is stealing or copying someone else's work and representing it as your own work without giving credit to the creator or without citing the source of information. Now, how to protect from the plagiarism? While writing, always write in your own word. Always use a plagiarism checker before the update. If you are taking someone else's work, then always give the credit to the original author in text citation. So all are of these. Thank you very much.